Welcome to the second episode of Hotmail's podcast. Like in the last
Yeah.
one, we mentioned about your album, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I got an album. By the time you're listening to this, it will be released. The Gus Fring's Funky Feels. 11 songs, all covers obviously, but we got 11 songs. Personally, my favorites being So Appalled and Let's Pretend We're Numb. Those are my personal favorites.
I like them all. Got to admit.
It does slap hard. It does go hard. I
It'll
won't
be
lie, some of
linked
them do go hard.
on the. If you're listening to this on Spotify, it'll be linked below. If you're watching this on YouTube, link below, so you can go and listen to
And
that.
and if you're looking on the Instagram, it'll also be linked below. I don't know if it'll be linked below. But can you link on Instagram?
I have no idea. We'll try to.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. So you guys can listen to the hottest album of the century. You know, there's a reason why Donda 2 hasn't dropped yet. It's because I'm dropping. That's why. So,
and also in the last podcast, we talked about the Uncharted film, which is actually out now.
It is with Tom Holland and Marky Mark, Mr. Wahlburgers. Yes.
I've seen very mixed reviews about this, mainly it being like a knockoff Indiana Jones. I don't know if that's from people that have never played the game before or, you know.
Yeah, well, it's currently rated at 7 stars out of 10, right? Yeah. So when we eventually watch the film, I mean, I think we're both hoping that we like it. You've played the Uncharted games more than me. I'm still on the first one because I don't know. I just haven't got around to playing it again. But
my favorite game series.
Yeah, you definitely really enjoyed playing them.
So I'm hoping
you definitely
the film won't ruin the game for me. I'm just hoping it's just good and like.
I mean, unless they pull out some mad moon runes, you know, some mad curveballs, you know, destroys the lore.
I'm hoping it's not too much different.
Obviously, I probably won't know any of the references if they do video game references because I've not played the games.
I'll probably wait until you have. It might be a while, but I don't mind waiting.
I probably won't get round to 4 because I don't own 4, but I do have the Uncharted Drake Certified Boy Lover collection.
Yeah.
And also, other big news. There's been a few game trailers and announcements. Over the past 2 weeks. Biggest one is The Wolf Among Us 2, which is not sus.
It's not.
In case you were wondering. I think
we
both have different.
Looking forward to it though. Yeah, we have different views on it.
Different opinions on it.
Yeah.
I myself, I see it myself as sort of like it doesn't seem like Telltale sort of changed in a way. It seems like they're just going to make the same sort of stuff that they used to make.
But I like that though.
Yeah, I don't like dislike it.
Change.
But I just think it's a bit sort of lazy in a way that they're reusing and copy and pasting the sort of same.
Yeah, I get that, ideas, but that's what everyone's wanting. All the things was Wolf Among Us 2. That's all they pretty much got.
I'm excited for the Wolf Among Us 2. I'm just not excited that it's a Telltale game, if you get me.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem with it, that's all. But it's not even out yet, so I mean I'm happy to be wrong about it, you know what I mean?
I don't even think it's out till next year, but I'm hoping it's good because I do like Telltale. I know it's completely different people now, and I hope they manage to do it where you can't tell it's been changed.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm hoping it's good though, because I did enjoy the first Wolf Among Us. I just think some of Telltale stuff kind of left a sour taste, especially the Walking Dead series, because it got so lazy towards the end that it's just kind of just put me off.
Well, that was the main moneymaker, so I feel like because they knew it was going to do well, they didn't have to put as much effort in.
Yeah, that's probably true. And there's a bunch of reasons why they got bankrupt, I think, but I think that's a big reason because they didn't change anything.
People they just sort of stuck
to the. So I mean, if they've learned that they can't just do the same thing because it'll just lead to, bad
same
things
happen again.
Yeah, then I'm all for it then. So there's that.
You learn from your mistakes. I really hope they do, because I want Telltale to stay around, because one of my favorite genres of game is probably interactive.
Yeah, you're a big fan of those. I mean, you like your Heavy Rains, you like your Fortnites, you like
my favorite.
Your Detroits, even though you didn't like Detroit.
No, I didn't like Detroit. But like we said, I think it's the choices that can really change your experience on things, of how it happens.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think as well, in other news, you said something about Modern Warfare 2, something like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was coming out at some point. You know more about this than me, because I only heard it from you. There's not too much
on it at the minute. It's just been confirmed that that's the one coming out this year, and it's meant to come out a little bit earlier than normal schedule, as Vanguard didn't do too well.
I never played Vanguard. You played the open beta to it, and you weren't too madly impressed, were you?
No, wait, it's the same thing over. I'm waiting until I actually play it so I can experience the campaign, because that's probably the main part to be bothered about, because all the multiplayer is going to be very similar to each other.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the last Call of Duty game in the series that I've played was Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed. After that, I've just not bought a Call of Duty game.
I played Cold War. I haven't played anything after then. I did like it. I liked the campaign. I liked how they they kept the story. Well, they changed the story a bit, but they kept the characters. And the only problem that I see with this Modern Warfare 2 is that there's already a Modern Warfare 2, and it might be a bit confusing for some people.
I think it was also a bit confusing with Modern Warfare 2019, because people thought it was going to be the Modern Warfare remaster, didn't they, or something like that? I remember when one of them got announced or something like that. There was something like that. So who knows? I
feel like there'll be a bit of confusion, because there's a Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 remastered, and now a Modern Warfare Sorry, I can't speak English. Another Modern Warfare 2.
I think, honestly, if anything, they should let me be in it.
Yeah.
They should really let me be in it. Well, you can be like a Russian, but I can be one of the good guys.
I feel like Ice Cube and Black Ops, I'm pretty sure they'd let me in one of them.
And if they let Snoop Dogg do something, I think.
Yeah, he was the commentator on
Ghosts. Yeah. If
Snoop Dogg could do that, though. They should have had it as like the original game thing.
I can be DLC. I am DLC. I made DLC. I invented it. It was all me. As well, I think Rockstar announced something big that we've been waiting for since GTA 5 was released.
Yeah.
Which is GTA 6.
Yeah, they said it was in development. It has been for a while, apparently, as well. And I don't know how much longer it's meant to be. They just announced that. They basically said, shut up about it. We're working on it. So stop.
I mean, it's been nearly 9 years since GTA 5 released.
Yeah, so it's normally quite a few years between each one. I remember the gap from GTA 4 and 5 being quite big, something like, I want to say 8 years. I don't know exactly.
It was 2008, which was GTA 4. So 5 years.
Yeah, I was a bit off, but it's normally a couple of years wait. That's why I like the GTA games. Whereas Call of Duty, I feel like it's a bit of a waste of money having to pay like £60 just for the standard game once a year. Whereas it's like GTA, you get your use out of it. It's a couple of years.
It's like FIFA, isn't it? You just pay 60 quid every year for a multiplayer game that changes like a few things, but ends up with more bugs than fixes.
Yeah. Also by Rockstar, Bully 2. I
Bully
still
2.
haven't played the first one.
Disgraceful.
I
Disgraceful.
know. I feel really bad that I haven't, but it is one that I really do want to get around to.
Well, if I'm very excited if Bully 2 does come out. I would very much like that. It's a very forgotten sort of game by Rockstar.
Yeah.
They've got like their most forgotten games are like sort of like LA Noir, that's never got a sequel. Bully that's never got a sequel until sort of nowish. That's if it does get released. And Rockstar does table tennis. I do need Rockstar does table tennis too.
Yeah.
As I would like to play some more Rockstar does table tennis.
That's
which
another
is
classic I haven't played.
One of the greatest games of all time, one of the greatest table tennis games of all time, one of the greatest sports games of all time. You thought Wii Sports Resort with their table tennis was good. Now you ain't played Rockstar does table tennis. Exactly. You can't compare the two.
Have you seen that they're bringing out Wii Sports for the Switch?
It would make sense with the Joy-Cons. I just don't see the point.
No, I don't, but I guess they better bring back Matt. I won't be very happy if they don't.
And they got to bring me into it. They got to add me, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be hearing this a lot, but I've been in a lot of movies. I've been in a lot of video games. I've probably been in your favorite movie. What's your favorite movie? And I bet I've been in it.
Well, one that I don't really have favorite films, but one that I've probably seen the most is White Chicks.
I was in that movie.
Yeah, who would you play?
I was a white chick.
You was one of the white chicks.
I wasn't one of the two white chicks. I was just a white chick in the background.
Oh, okay.
But I was in it. Yeah. So, you know,
what
so
other
basically
games have been said? Let me have a look. Dead Island 2. I remember that being the trailer for that being out years ago.
Dead Island 2. You know, I wouldn't like it to come out. Dead Island 1 wasn't very good. It was meh. But Dead Island 2, I just don't really want it because I bet it'll just be disappointing like the first one was. Because the trailer for the first one was so good, but the game of it was shockingly awful.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do that. It's such like I don't know, cheap.
It's just a meh game, you know. It's like because it came out when like the zombie games were so overdone, like everyone was pumping them out. You know, when
like
The Walking Dead was such a huge thing. Yeah, when The Walking Dead was such a huge thing, everyone else was like pumping out movies, games, and TV shows and stuff like that. But yeah, there's that. In other news,
wasn't the Lego Brawls?
Lego Brawls. Well, I don't really know much about Lego Brawls.
Neither, to be honest.
Isn't it a mobile game?
It's meant to be coming out on all consoles and PC.
Is it? I thought it was a mobile game because I saw it on Apple Arcade when I was on the App Store the other day.
It could be, but
so I don't know if they're going to transfer it over.
Out yet.
But I don't know if they're going to transfer it over to PC and consoles and stuff like that, which they probably will do so. But the only Lego game I'm really excited for is the Lego Skywalker Star Wars. I mean, Lego Skywalker Saga. That was announced. That was supposed to come out December last year, I think. It's still not out.
I wonder when it's actually meant to come out then, because I do remember. I think I sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah. I'm very excited.
I kind of forgot it was meant to come out December. It just hasn't really been talked about since.
I'm just very, very, very excited for it because I just can't wait for it. Like I love the Lego games. I love Star Wars. I just can't wait for it to come out. As much as I don't like the sequel movies, I think the Lego games will do a good twist on it, sort of thing, to make it more fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy the Lego games.
PlayStation, they've stopped selling PS Now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because they're doing a new subscription.
Yes, they are.
Which
I don't know what it's actually called, but it's code-named Spartacus, I think. And there's 3 different tiers, and you get different benefits of each tier. Do I read them out, or do you think that'll take ages?
We're on a podcast. We're here to talk for ages. They'll listen. They like us.
I'll read them out really quick. Right. So the first tier is known as Gold. Is online multiplayer, PS Plus monthly games, 100 gigabyte of cloud storage, share play, exclusive member discount and game content in PS Plus collection. Then tier 2, Platinum, so fancy with these names, is everything that's in the gold tier, as well as a large catalogue of PS4 games and eventually PS5. And then moving on to tier 3, which is known as Ultimate, which I thought was a bit weird because it's Game Pass Ultimate, is all the same as Gold and Platinum, with game streaming, library of classic PS1, 2, and 3, and PSP games, and extended demos. None of the prices have actually been said, and not too much more information, but it's meant to come out spring.
Yeah.
If I was to pick one, I'd go for Ultimate, but that's if the price isn't too crazy.
I'm just hoping it's not like 60 quid a month to get Ultimate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like, I'd probably go for the top one just to try and get the most out of the experience. But if it's too much of a crazy price, then probably not.
Yeah, because, I mean, if it's 60 quid a year, which it never will be, it would be pretty cool, but still. But if it's like really expensive for a month.
Yeah, if I was guessing a monthly price, I'd say around 20-ish.
25-ish sort of thing.
Yeah, because roughly PS Now and PS Plus together, I think it's £18, something like that. So we've added stuff as well. That's why I was saying around 20. But it'd probably be more like 25, won't it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I hope it's not overpriced. You know what I mean? I just hope
I'm really hoping not.
Because if it's overpriced, it's not going to work. The majority of people will not buy it.
What do you think about PlayStation bringing out more PS4s? PS4 Slim and Pros, as they can't bring out any PS5s at the moment.
I don't see the point.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the PS4s were running out, so I don't know why they're producing more.
Yeah, there's a lot in circulation, so I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
And with them bringing out more PS4s as well, most of the modern games are only current gen, so that's also what I don't get.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't know when it's set to release for, but the Spider-Man PS5, that's going to be a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to want everyone to have a PS5, won't they? They want everyone to have a PS5 for that, won't they?
So I don't understand why they're doing 4s. I know they can't bring out 5s at the minute, but wouldn't they just wait until they can?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they make enough money.
I was going to ask you, because I don't actually know exactly why they can't make PS5s. But knowing you probably do know. That was not a sneak diss either.
I read that because of COVID, they can't get the parts they need. I don't know what exactly, but that's why they can't make them. And that's
fair enough.
Also why the newer PS5s have something in them that's not as good as the old one. I can't really say what, to be exact, because I can't remember.
I think PlayStation needs to just to be like me and my workers. We just motivation. It's all about that drive, the power. As one famous philosopher said, it's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. See, you need that drive, you need that power, Sony. So just make the PS5, but give one to me for free, so I can test it out and make sure that it's fine.
I need one.
No, you've already got like 4. All right, you got like 4.
I've
But
got like 4
I
what?
got none. 4 PS5s, bro. One more, and you will have 5 PS5s. All right. In more news, um, Young Lean, my boy Young Lean. You guys know Young Lean. If you know Young Lean from only TikTok, there's the door. On the 9th of February, my boy Young Lean was actually spotted with Baby Keem, Travis Scott, Drake, and Kanye West. Now, what I think is crazy about this is how Young Lean actually took a picture with his fans. I think it's crazy how he got a photograph of his fans. You know,
Yeah,
it's great to see when famous people just, you know, be nice to their fans, take photos with them and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
Very nice.
In even bigger news, this one is going to be one we haven't discussed because I've only just found this out. The Alfa Romeo F1 team is set to announce a new sponsorship deal with Floku Inu, dog-themed cryptocurrency in the coming days.
Dog-themed cryptocurrency.
Yeah, so
I don't understand cryptocurrency, to be honest.
So this could mean there's going to be the dog car from Dumb and Dumber is going to be the Alfa Romeo car.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait for. It's going to be great to see the Dumb and Dumber car in an F1 race.
And I'm the driver, by the way, so you're going to get a win every single race.
I can't remember the last time Alfa Romeo got a win.
Exactly. That's why I'm the new driver.
I'm just going to leave this awkward silence so that people can understand how. No, you are not.
If you've watched the F1 videos, I know that's a game, but you can kind of get the hint from that.
Yeah, because you definitely got a simulation that you use every time we play F1. You got a simulation, so that's why it's so accurate, you know.
Yeah. Well, before talking of that PlayStation are having to bring out more 4s because they can't bring out 5s, but Xbox have discontinued the 1s, you know, the 1, the 1S, and the 1X, to focus on bringing out the newer consoles.
I wish PlayStation would take that initiative too.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that. And I wish
no hate to PlayStation, but you know,
you're kind of lacking right now.
Yeah, Microsoft is up there right now. They're doing things.
You're just lacking right now. You guys used to be on top of the world during that PS2 and then the PS4 era, but now you're dropping the balls a bit. You're breaking my balls, man. All right, come on.
Buying Bungie.
Shape up, guys.
They really think
Bungie?
They bought Bungie, but you can literally get Destiny 2 for free. Did you not know that?
Oh, whoa, come on. Let's not reveal that. All right.
No, but they bought Bungie, whereas Microsoft bought Activision. You know.
Oh yeah, Activision are famous for games such as
Call of Duty.
No, nobody's ever heard of Call of Duty. They've got games like Crash Team Racing, I think.
Oh, Activision. They also make Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered.
Oh, they did.
Hoping for more Tony Hawk games.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping for more Tony Hawk games while there's no Skate 4 yet. Remember when Skate 4 was announced? Remember when that was announced?
But that's crazy. There was a trailer recently, and they are. It's in development. Yeah.
I did not know that at all.
Well, it's a trailer, but it's not really a game trailer. It's just the developers talking about it. So.
Okay. But yeah, no. Activision have made some of the greatest games, such as Crash Team Racing, which is Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. Skylanders. You know.
Didn't they make Spyro?
I think they made the remaster. I don't know if they made the first Spyro though.
But you think it's crazy how Microsoft are just taking PlayStation's old like main mascots.
Microsoft are kind of just like Disney right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the two of them cut a deal. Shook their hands together and thought, oh yes, money.
They're keeping whatever they've bought, they're keeping on all the platforms, which I think is pretty good. But I also don't understand why they've bought them. I know they're making money from it, but I thought they would have bought it to make it exclusive to their console.
Passive income, isn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like you'll still earn more money off it being on both consoles, well, being everywhere rather than on one console. You know what I mean? Because it's going to limit a lot more people, so you'll get less money in the long run. Sort of thing.
That is true. That is true.
It's all about profits. Me, successful businessman I am. So yeah. And big news.
What's the big news?
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl,
mostly the Super Bowl halftime show. We're British, so we don't know anything about American football. So we only know about the halftime show.
Yeah, the most important part to us.
Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. Pretty sure that's who was performing. I don't know if there's anyone else.
And Mary J. Blige.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Have you seen? It was like leaked footage of Snoop Dogg smoking weed.
I was gonna say that. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, Snoop Dogg has actually lost a lot of his fan base because they never knew he smoked weed, and seeing him smoke weed before he performed, that really lost him a lot of fans.
The caption just was, "It's from the people you least expect it."
Exactly, because Snoop Dogg doesn't smoke weed, all right? He doesn't. No, he's not famous for rapping and smoking weed. He's only famous for rapping and being anti-drugs, and he's doing this.
And
he's doing this stuff
streamer.
to us. And
you can't forget that
where he forgot his audio 5 times in a row.
Yeah.
Great Twitch streamer. He's up there with the greats,
And then when he played himself in his game, and he didn't even realise he died at it.
He's just me,
It was so just iconic. Thank you, Snoop Dogg. Carry on with the Twitch streams. I enjoy them.
Now, everyone's saying as well that 2022's halftime show was the best.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. I actually think 2012's is the best.
Yeah.
When Bane actually showed up.
Big up Bane.
Big up Bane. When Gotham City made it to the Super Bowl. Very, very proud of them for doing that. And Bane performed his heart out, honestly. People were up there screaming in joy of seeing Bane. It was incredible. So that's why I personally think
very good.
That's why I personally think that 2012 was the best Super Bowl halftime show.
This year's can't compete.
It can't compete. You can't compete with Bane. He's too powerful. He's a very powerful man.
Even if you wanted to say something bad about him, you just can't. You wouldn't want to.
You just can't. Nobody cared who he was until Bane was wearing his COVID mask before anyone else.
I know.
Trendsetter.
He's looking out.
He was warning us. He was warning us. It was a warning and we didn't take it.
Wear your mask because the bat always starts it. I can't really say that, can I?
Oh, I get what you mean now. I thought you were just going on a tangent. I was very confused, but I got it. No, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
I don't believe that's how it started. I have no idea. I'm not one to talk about stuff like that because I don't know what's going on. I don't really know anything about it.
Well, in lighter news, I've not told you about this, but right now I'm going to introduce tweet of the day. Now, this could be a tweet from anywhere in time, from anyone, or it could be a whole list of tweets. I've not told you about this beforehand, so this is a new concept. So my favorite tweet that I found today was Peter Crouch on the 15th of April 2018 saying, "Congratulations, Man City. You really were a shark team this season." Someone responds with, "Top man. I promise to stop wanking over your wife now, Pete." Pete responds with, "That would be great. Thanks, mate. Classy gentleman. You love Pete. Everyone loves Peter Crouch. Classy
This is a new segment to the podcast. If you'd like more, let us know.
Yeah, tweet of the day. Let me know. Put in the comments. And stuff like what more you'd like us to add. Some funny segments, some goofing gaffs. You know what I mean?
And even if your tweet's good enough, we might mention it.
Tweet us. Yeah, tweet us at
Hotmail Podcast.
Yes, you should tweet us there because we're popping.
Very
there.
Popular right now.
In also other news, Netflix is releasing Formula One Drive to Survive Season 4 on the 11th of March.
I have not watched it because you advised me not to.
Yeah, because I only advised you, right, I'll explain why. I advised you not to watch it just because it's a bit over-dramatized.
Yeah.
And it's not good if that's how you're going to get into F1. But if you're familiar with F1 sort of thing, it's fine to watch in a way, as long as you don't take the drama too seriously. You know what I mean? I expect every single race to be, oh, right, well then watch away, you know what I mean? It's actually pretty decent.
Started tonight.
It's not awful, you know what I mean? It's not awful. It's decent, to be fair. It's I'm on season 2. Season 2, episode 9, I think. So there we go.
Almost ready for the new season.
Exactly. I've only got one more season left, and then I'm ready. Also, the Batman movie comes out in March as well. Seems like everything good's coming out in March. I mean, in March you've got the Batman at the start of the month. You've got the F1. F1's back.
The month.
It's back, and you got Drive to Survive. There's so much going on in March.
There's 2 things going on in March. That's loads.
That's so many things compared to February. What's going on in February? Nothing. Nothing is going on in February. What got announced? Sorry.
Wolf Among Us 2. And Uncharted
Exactly. Nothing. Exactly nothing.
Remastered. Oh no, Uncharted Remastered came out at the end of January. My bad.
Exactly. Nothing. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Just gonna say something else as well. Totally unrelated, but my college that I go to, we are actually got a concert set for March as well. How could I forget? I have a concert 2 days before the Batman movie comes out. So that's lucky, because if it was 2 days after the Batman movie, I wouldn't show up.
That would have been, that would have been fortunate.
They wouldn't have an instrument man, they wouldn't have me.
Yeah.
So that's a shame for them. Well, no, it's not a shame for them because they've got me.
Yeah. Should let me join. I can play instruments such as the triangle. I'm very talented.
Can you play it well?
Yeah.
Also, this is bigger news than anything. The Breaking Bad video game still hasn't been announced.
God, yeah, my hopes up there.
Still hasn't been announced.
That's very unfortunate. Listen, we might have to make it.
We don't know what. Yeah, we'll go on Roblox. We'll go on Roblox right now and create a video game.
That's the best you're going to get from us. That's the best you're going to get for a Breaking Bad video game.
Breaking Bro.
Breaking Bro.
Trying to think of some other things. We're still winging it again. As you can tell, we're still winging it. So I'm just trying to think of events that have happened in the week.
Literally just talk about anything, old or new.
Oh, old or new?
Yeah, just anything.
In recent news, Michael Jackson has passed away.
What's your favourite game series, if you don't mind me asking?
Game series?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. All time, the Fallout series.
Yeah, actually, you've played them a lot.
But on big butt, and I cannot lie. But right now, probably the Arkham series, because I'm very, very excited for the new one.
Yeah. Was it Gotham Knights?
Yeah, Gotham Knights. I'm more excited just at the fact that I'm going to be able to play as Nightwing and Red Hood a lot more. So
yeah,
I'm very excited for that. I don't really care about Robin. You know, who does? No one.
Yeah, no one.
It's all about Nightwing and Red Hood. It's all about them. Batman is dead, just like me. Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
In recent news, Batman is dead.
Very recent. Any bangers you've played recently? Like you haven't played before?
Bangers. Some heat.
Like you started Red Dead, didn't you?
I did start Red Dead and I have finished it. But more recently, I've started Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it very much. I understand why people say Cloud is very attractive. He is moderately attractive. Don't call me gay. It's not gay. Right?
It's a game.
No, it's not. All right. Listen. What about appreciating a man's homosexuality? I've seen you praise Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
Just okay.
Yeah. No, I can say a few game characters. You know.
Well, I'm gonna flip it on you.
I don't want to say.
I'm gonna flip it on you though. But what's some bangers you've played recently?
You know, Heavy Rain.
You've been playing that for like.
I wish I knew how many hours I'd actually put into that game. It's probably
3 months. 3 months straight worth.
Probably more than I'd like to admit, but I really do enjoy the game and the actors in it. I appreciate it all.
I'm a big fan of when David Moyes got a cameo in it. To be fair, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad he can make it in. Movies. We're back to movies. Have you seen any movies recently? I know you're not a big movie watcher.
No, yeah, I'm not really a big movie watcher. I'm trying to think. I haven't, but I'm looking forward to some new ones coming to Netflix in March, such as the Christian Bale trilogy for Batman and
very excited for that.
Spider-Man 2. They're just some of the ones that I can think of at the top of my head.
I'm very confused why Spider-Man 2 was never on there.
Yeah, they have one in 3.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me.
I don't know. My favorite has to be the first one. You know, obvious reasons.
Why? What are these obvious reasons? Why don't we share?
You know, Norman Osborn. Oh
yes, Mr. Gobby, Mr. Green Gobs.
Yes.
I'm only there for Aunt May, to be fair. Aside from Green Goblin, I'm mostly there for Aunt May though. Like,
yeah.
Especially for 2. Especially in Spider-Man 2 and 3, I'm all about Aunt May.
Is that, let's say, when people say they watch it for the plot for you is just Aunt May?
Yeah, it's just Aunt May.
Yeah.
Phenomenal actor, especially in Spider-Man 2 with that bank scene. I mean, she really showed Dr. Octopus. She kicked that guy underneath the fucking table, flipping table.
Yeah.
You know, because they were trying to cut her out of the deal, you know? They were trying to finesse my girl. You know?
Talking about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man villains. We don't want to mention Venom. Just Venom. What does Green Goblin, what that tongue do? And Doc Ock, what them arms do, you know? Ooh. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where you're going with this. You've not told me this yet. You've not told me this.
Right. What can we move on to?
Never knew you had such a thing for Dr. Octopus.
No, I mean, I'm intrigued with.
Intrigued.
I'm intrigued. Yeah. Let's move on. Games. We'll go back to games. I haven't really played any different ones. Like I said, I've played Heavy Rain a lot. I'm trying to 100% it. I'm currently on 88%. I try to stick it 2 games at a time, so I don't forget the story, the controls. So the games I'm playing at the minute is Watch Dogs Legion and Heavy Rain. Mainly because like I said, I don't want to forget the story or the controls because I remember when I used to play games, I'd skip through loads and then never go back to them. I'm glad I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I mean, how are you finding Watch Dogs Legion? How are you finding it? How are you
I
enjoying
like it. I don't know. I just like it. It's not too much different from the other games. I don't get why it gets so much hate.
Would you say it's your favorite Watch Dogs, or what would be your favorite Watch Dogs? What would be
I don't
your
know.
ranking of them?
Okay, I have played all three of them. I haven't played two as much as I'd have liked to. I've got to say, one's my favorite for the story. Two is I prefer. Two. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I like the environment, and it's just it just seems like there's so much more to do than the first one. And then the third one, I just like the graphics and the humor in it. Like it's not too serious. Like you try and be serious, but the fucking I don't know what you call it. The character Bagley adds humor. I like it.
Right. That's fair enough.
I can't speak English very well. It's hard to explain.
No. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I didn't really rank it very well, did I? I just said what I liked from each thing. But if I was to rank it, I've got to say Legion's my favourite, and then Watch Dogs, the first one, second, and then Watch Dogs 2 is the third, which I know a lot of people won't agree with me there.
Yeah, I think that's a very unpopular one.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't really say too much about the second because I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
I know I haven't finished Legion, but I don't think I'm far off, and I've finished the first one.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas for me, when I played the second, I didn't notice there was much of a story. I don't know if you noticed it or not.
It just seemed more like hippies, not hippies, but like fucking hipsters. That's the one. Yeah. Hipsters.
I didn't get too much just doing hipster from things. It though.
Yeah, it wasn't really much of a story. It was just more like sticking it to the corporation. That was kind of it.
That's why I think it was more focused on
the gameplay. Yeah, I think it was more ranked on the gameplay sort of thing.
That's why I've given it the rating I have, because I really like I really like story-driven games. That's why I normally like interactive. I do like open world, but you can get a bit off track with them sort of games.
Yeah. Aside from Heavy Rain, what would you say is your favorite story driven? What's your favorite story? Not like the actual game itself. What's your favorite story in a game aside from Heavy Rain?
Okay. I'm trying to think. I haven't played. I like Uncharted.
Yeah.
But it has a story, but it's kind of the same every time. Like I know it's different, but it's the same. Let me try and think really quick. I do like the story for Red Dead.
Yeah, that was going to be mine for RDR2s.
Yeah.
I think just of how well it was constructed and how you get to know each character and how much of like a lasting touch they put on you, especially some of even the side characters like that you just meet in the world.
Yeah.
And the way of how beautifully crafted it was for Arthur going from this sort of like brute until he got like sort of tuberculosis to then get his redemption until he died and make that difference and everything. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anyone who hasn't played it, but it's just I just think it was beautifully done. I think it really was a love letter from Rockstar. Yeah. And it really shows what they can do if they really, really try on it. Like the attention to detail and so much of the stuff, it's incredible.
And I like how with the Red Dead series, it doesn't matter in which order you can play it, because it will still make sense.
Yeah, because myself, I haven't finished Red Dead Redemption 1. I know, shoot me. But like, I didn't, because obviously RDR2 is a prequel, so I didn't like feel out of the loop of anything, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, and I think even if probably best playing the first one after the second.
Yeah, because it sort of gives you a backstory to John's story and everything.
Yeah, because you only plays him a little bit towards the end. Whereas the first one, it's his whole story.
Yeah, because it's sort of like it's just playing as Arthur, John at the end. You got that little mission of him and Uncle building the ranch and stuff, and then you just kind of just thrust into the open world to complete whatever you want to complete still and stuff like that, which is nice.
I don't like how they've abandoned the online, but for Red Dead 2, I feel like they've really heightened the expectations for any future game they bring out.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I think GTA 6 is going to be so hard to compete with it. Like, even though it is Grand Theft Auto, I mean, the Grand Theft Auto 5 had to compete with RDR as well, which I think it did all right, but GTA 6 has really got to compete with this.
Yeah.
Like, really compete.
I don't understand why for GTA 5 they're bringing out like a it is a remaster basically, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Where I think they should just fully focus on 6. Like, I know people have been waiting ages, but it'll be worth it.
I just don't see the point of them remastering it right now. It's not like the graphics don't look good on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because still, I know it came out in 2013. What was that, like the first Xbox One and
8 years
PS4?
ago, something like that. Yeah, no, it was on the Xbox 360 first, wasn't it?
So, yeah, no, I remember buying it when it came out. But even though it came out before the one in the PS4 was out, it still looks good on current gen consoles.
Yeah, it's not a bad looking game at all. It looks fine. So I don't see why they'd want to remaster it right now. I get with this new Unreal Engine and everything, but still.
I think the Unreal Engine, it looks so realistic, and it
looks better than real life.
Yeah,
it looks better than real life.
I can't wait for more games to be released on it. I know it's only just come out, so there won't be too many new ones at the moment. But
there's the new,
I can't believe how they've done it.
Yeah, there's the Tomb Raider one, isn't there, as well? And the Matrix one. Well, I don't know if they are making the Matrix like demo into an actual game. I don't know. I think they probably are. But that looks even the phenomenal.
Demo,
that was phenomenal.
I watched like a clip of it, and it was Keanu Reeves in real life next to his game character. I couldn't tell the difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it looks so well done. Like it's just how much games have come along, isn't it?
Yeah, but my only problem with it being so detailed, like graphically detailed, is just how much storage it would take up.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
It's both owning the Series S. That has been a bit of a problem for us both, and we don't want to spend a load of money on them little like memory cards you can get now.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got a 4 terabyte one, but that only works with games that aren't optimized for XS, which I think is a bit of a pain because I spent over £100 on it, sort of thing. So for it to work for optimized games is a bit of a con, if you get me. But to be fair, the XS wasn't out when I got it, but I don't know. I just don't get why. I get why it's like optimized for XS, but I don't get why it takes up so much storage and why the internal storage has so little on it, sort of thing. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, especially with it not having a disk drive or anything, they would have more room for stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just marketing, isn't it? You can so people buy the storage expansion stuff. So
because even at the minute, I bought a Xbox 360e just so that I could play some older games because I don't.
You got it for like £15, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a really good deal on it. I don't really like buying games on Xbox. I don't know why. I'd rather have the disc. You're probably thinking, then why get the Series S? I want it to be on current gen, and I'm not too bothered because I mainly just play games on Game Pass. But I got a 360 for now until I get the Series X, but I'm hoping to get the PS5 first, even though both are basically Mission Impossible.
That is true. I think
don't mind
the
waiting,
fridge.
though.
I think the fridge Xbox isn't like, but the fridge. I call it the fridge Xbox because it looks like a mini fridge.
They did bring out the mini fridge version of it, though.
Yeah, I just call it the fridge. I think it's not as bad to get than the PS5. I could be wrong, but
it is at the moment. But I think that's something they're working on. I know with COVID, it hasn't really helped, with getting parts over, but it's lasted a lot longer than everyone's expected.
That's true. That's definitely true.
I think that's why a lot of people have bought the Series S. Like, there's lots of them in circulation. I really like the Series S. Like, a lot of people say the graphics don't hold up and stuff like that, but I think it looks pretty good. Especially like we said a moment ago with the Matrix demo. I played it and it looked very good.
Yeah. I think for me, all I really want right now, like I don't really care about the PS5 or the new Xbox. I just want a 360 or a PS3.
Yeah.
Out of anything really, because don't know. There's just so many games I sort of missed up on, sort of thing that won't be backwards compatible that I just really want to play.
That's also a reason why I got it, because not everything's going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Especially the Sims series. I really wanted to get Sims 2. And you can't get that on the Xbox One, well, or any of them with a disc drive.
Yeah, that is true. It's just a bit rough because a lot of places don't want to sell them anymore, if you get what I mean.
I struggle getting games, and if I get them from CEX, what's that like? GameStop, the UK version of GameStop. But if there's a popular game, say like Bully, for example, they want £20. They don't go off they do sometimes go off how new a game is, but they mainly focus on how popular. That's how they'll price their games.
Yeah, whereas I got Bully on the Xbox store for $7.99 when it was on sale once.
Yeah. So even now out of sale, I'm pretty sure it's £12. But
it's still quite a bit, isn't it?
Because even I saw they had PS5 games for about a tenner because it wasn't a popular one.
Yeah.
And it was a new release. It's just some things like that just don't make sense. And I think I don't really understand why they're discontinuing making. Well, I know why they're not making the games anymore. I mean, selling them, when a lot of people are going back to them or already own them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I'm not really sure if you know what I mean. I just don't get why they don't just remaster them or remake them, if you get what I mean, because it just seems like it'd be good business sort of thing because people would buy them.
That's true.
So it's a bit of a difficult one, isn't it?
It's like the Kinect. I feel like, I don't know, no one really uses the Kinect anymore, do they?
No, I had a Kinect for my Xbox One, and I never ever used it.
Do they even have Kinect games now?
Not anymore. They don't make them anymore. No, but they had a few. But since it flopped,
I don't understand.
Yeah, since it flopped, they never really bothered making more games for them because it flopped hard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Xbox One game that works with Kinect.
I think they had
probably Just Dance.
I think they had some sort of Kinect Fitness one or something like that, which was really, really awful.
Because I only saw people aren't they mainly advertised for doing Skype calls through and voice activation?
Oh mate, I have no idea for that.
That's I remember the only things I've seen.
The only time I used my Kinect really was when I didn't have a headset at one point, so it had a built-in microphone, so I used that as a mic, but it was awful because you could always hear the sound of the game in the background because it obviously didn't have headphones to plug in. So it was just an awful, awful experience. but I had that for like 2 years.
Don't you still?
And
Oh no, the Kinect. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you still have the Xbox?
my Xbox One, I still have my Xbox One, yeah. But it's not in my house. But yeah. But it was awful because I used to play Siege a lot in those 2 years, and obviously, if I was trying to talk to my team, they would hear the gun playback and stuff, and it would be so annoying for them. And it was awful. Whose idea was it for the Kinect, bro? Whose idea?
Didn't they start bundling it with the Xbox that it'd actually get some sales?
Yeah. I think they did that because they did that with the 360 as well at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, the one I've got came with the Kinect, but it was actually popular on the 360 then.
Yeah, because my Xbox One came with Kinect included, but it wasn't like extra price for one to have it included. It just came bundled in.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of some good Kinect games. I can only really think of Just Dance.
I can only think of Kinect Animals. Was it called Kinect Animals? Something like that. It wasn't good. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't good, but it was just it was like Connected Adventures or something like that, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah.
Because I just remember one mission. Because I just remember one mission. It's not mission, but level where you're going down like a waterfall or something, or a bunch of rapids, and you're in this like little dingy boat. And I just remember the motion control of it just being awful. It really feels like the Switch and the Wii are the only things to get motion control sort of right.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember someone saying it had the new Just Dance on Xbox, but they had to use their phone as like a sensor thing.
Oh, right.
It didn't really make sense. They didn't have a Kinect, but they had to use their phone as like to pick them up.
I didn't even know about that.
I have no idea how it really works, but I just remember them saying. I just thought it was weird.
Another topic. A new segue as well. This is going to be a new cutaway gag, like Family Guy. Song of the day. So on the Jackie Chan official playlist, obviously, we provide the songs, even though I provide them all. Personally, my song of the day would have to be Dead Presidents 2 by Jay-Z. That is my song of the day. Very good song. You can hear that on the Jackie Chan official playlist. What's
your go-to song if like you have the aux?
Right. Okay. Depending on the vibes.
Yeah.
If you wanna just cruise with the fellas, have a Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z, or I think maybe Bonkers by Dizzy Rascal, because that it's one of those. It's a bad song, but when you're surrounded by a bunch of people and you turn up that volume for that chorus, everyone starts singing it. Everyone sings it. It's just one of those. What would you say is yours? What would you say your go-to is?
Like you said, it really depends on the vibe. But
yeah,
let me think about this. Let me think. There's a lot of songs.
There is a lot of songs.
There is.
A few million, probably.
Well, like you said, Dizzy Rascal. I probably wouldn't go for Bonkers. I quite like Holiday. I don't know. Basically, probably any Calvin Harris song, pretty much. I don't know,
Fair
like it. I don't know. Not any, actually. It really depends.
What's the song that you say you've had on repeat lately?
Lately,
or one that you can't get out of your head?
I'd have to really think about this because I haven't really listened to a song recently. I did listen to. I've been listening to an old one. Well, not old, but Kanye and Little Pump. I love it.
Shut up. There's no. Shut up. You've not been listening to that recently, have you?
Mainly because I heard it on the radio the other day. I was thinking, I forgot about the song. And on the radio, you'd think it's a complete different song. You can only keep one of the words from the actual song.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I feel like I've waffled a bit today, especially when you've asked me these questions because my mind goes blank. Yeah,
I think we both have.
I'd probably have an answer somewhere, but my mind just goes blank when you ask.
I think I should prepare these questions maybe beforehand.
No, it's okay. Me, it's a podcast. It's live. Go with it.
It is live. Shout out to me, bro. Shout out to the family. Shout out to my friend's dog, Ollie, called Rufus. No, sorry, my friend called Ollie's dog called Rufus. Shout out to Rufus, bro. That's my guy.
Rufus. That's such
Rufus.
A stereotypical dog name.
Their dog's not actually called Rufus, but I've decided to call it Rufus.
Okay.
Like Lydia, you've got a dog called Lydia. Your dog's now called Rufus.
Okay.
So shout out to Rufus, bro. Shout out to all the Rufuses out there.
Shout out to all the Rufuses.
They're really doing the most right now. They're really doing the most. They out here. They out here for all of us. You know.
Can't be without a Rufus.
Oh, TikTok. No, I've seen some absolutely deplorable things on TikTok.
Yeah.
Deplorable is a big word, but I've seen some deplorable things. There's a video of a guy searching up, I wonder how many followers Charlie D'Amelio's got, right?
Yeah.
Sounds innocent enough. So he just types in the word C, and the results are Charlie D'Amelio, 2 cheeks juggling, Charlie D'Amelio 2 cheeks up, Charlie D'Amelio shows her cheeks Twitter, Charlie D'Amelio thickest video. Who is searching these? This is deplorable. People. This is disgusting. This is why I hate TikTok. It's so down bad.
It's mainly a kids app as well. I know it's kind of getting taken over by teenagers and younger adults, but when you think TikTok, you think, oh yeah, that's a kids app mainly, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised I didn't jump to this first as well. Mr. EDP445 is back.
He is. On TikTok?
On TikTok.
Should we add?
On TikTok. He's currently sitting on his account is EDP445 the OG. I don't condone sending people hate, but I think this is deserved. It is EDP. He's got 155.1k followers on TikTok. I'd like to ask how.
I didn't even know he had TikTok until I saw something on Instagram before that he was live.
I don't get how he's still allowed to be on the internet. I'm surprised he's.
Have you seen the Tinder swindler where this guy goes on dating apps and basically says, "Oh yeah, send me this money," and he just scams a load of people.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're on about. He's
banned from every dating app, so I feel like they should have done that sort of thing with EDP.
I'm also surprised EDP wants to be on the internet still. I'm surprised, what makes him think, oh yeah, it's a good idea to show my face on the internet.
You know what people are on the internet nowadays? Cancel culture is a big thing, unfortunately.
To be fair, it is his only source of income. YouTube was his only source of income. He had a job as a security guard before YouTube, and I think during a bit of YouTube, but it didn't pay well, so he switched to full YouTube. Oh, he did, and people have, since he's not gone to jail, people are going out of their way to make his life a living hell. So even though he's not actually in a jail, his life is a jail sort of thing. There's people getting him, finding where he works and stuff, and getting him fired. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like it's quite bad though. I know he shouldn't have done it, but ruining this man's life.
Yeah, I think it is deserved.
I know it's bad, but no, it's deserved that he gets hate and stuff, but to the extent people are willing to go.
Yeah, but
I know, I do think it is deserved, but I just can't believe what people are willing to do.
I just don't get how they find out where he is. I just don't get that.
That's what I mean. It's weird what people can find out and do.
Yeah. All right. Final news. Final segment before we wrap this up. Michael Keaton, who is now going to be playing Batman in the Batgirl TV show, has got photographs of him doing stunts.
He does his own stunts.
Surprisingly, he still does.
I like that. He's got to be my favorite Batman. Isn't he also appearing in the Flash movie with Ben Affleck as Batman also?
Yes, he is. Because I think they'll be doing a Flashpoint, like the Flashpoint animated movie, which I really recommend. Very, very good. But yes, he's been caught doing his own. Well, not caught, but like he's been photographed.
Yeah. Well, good on him.
Good on him. Good on my guy. Good on my guy. He's not going to make me watch the Batgirl TV show, but good on my guy. Good on him.
I might give it a little watch just to see, what's going on.
I'm not watching that piece of garbage. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Hot Males podcast, episode 2. We'll hopefully see you all for the next one. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Yes, goodbye. And stream the album. Don't forget that.
Bye.